We've been hearing from so many clients about geopolitical crisis, about the situation in Ukraine, or the situation in the Middle East, or the big one, which is the US political elections. And so many clients have a concern about one candidate or the other, and it's driving them to have to question us, to question what should they be doing? Should I be changing my investment strategy? How do I change so that I can protect myself if this happens or this happens or this happens? And it's really a very short-term, narrow focus. If that's all you're looking at is, if this person's in power and this person's in power, it's going to be two totally different things, and I've got to change.
It's narrow framing, right? It's of all the different things that I could be looking at right now, here's the one tiny little thing that I'm going to completely upend my portfolio with. It's behavioral, plain and simple.
And also now we're talking about something where, maybe you're making decisions, or you're thinking about making decisions or changes to your strategy or your investment portfolio because of campaign promises, or because of what you think one party will do long-term versus the other party. And the reality is that, neither the parties themselves, whoever is in power as president, that is not the same. That is not the market. That is not what drives the market behavior. It may have some short-term impact, certainly, on the market, but as we think about the long term, there's not one party that's better for the market, whether or not it be one party or another in power. We should not be making our financial decisions based on those short-term events.
Well, not just that, but you have a really great way, Kathy, of talking about this in terms of having perspective, right? So of all the geopolitical events, I won't talk about this. So talk about how you work with clients to help them understand that longer-term perspective, no matter what's happening in the world right now.
Yeah, Cindy, I think the best example is the accumulation of their retirement funds over time, reminding them that you have lived through world crises, different political situations, governments changing. You've lived through all these things as you've accumulated your wealth, and nothing is going to change when it comes to that as far as being able to control it. You had a gradual and systematic investment approach, and that may help you achieve your goals. That systematic investment approach helped you arrive to where you are today. If you're close to retirement or in retirement, we're going to develop a systematic withdrawal program where we're being able to distribute the funds that you've accumulated. So it's never this isolation moment in time. That didn't happen as you were accumulating your wealth through, say, a 401k plan, your contributions, and it's not going to happen as you are in this withdrawal phase.
Or through any number of geopolitical events, right? I mean, the longer back that you go, the more perspective that you have.
Yes.
You have to realize that investing is not a get-rich-quick sort of thing. It's a get-rich-slow sort of thing. And so you need to be able to think in terms of years or decades, just like you did in your accumulation years, rather than the quarters maybe that Wall Street wants to beat us all up about.
My favorite saying is, it's time in the market, not timing the market.
Right.
Yes.